Alright, welcome to World vs. World. Rants, volume, I don't know. If I get into a fight, I'm going to probably stop the rant mid-rant. We were talking about if things are going to be more balanced on launch or not. And I kind of launched, I hate myself, into a rant about what they're probably going to do. And I said that it's probably going to be worse on launch, because, like, if you think about it, they're going to take all of the feedback from what we've given them now, overhaul a bunch of shit, and then none of it's going to be tested widely until launch. So then launch is going to happen, and then maybe if they do a balance pass after month 3 on the new stuff they've added, then we might be able to have a balanced month 3 to 6. Will they do that? Probably not, because I don't like to do balance passes that quick, so maybe they're going to do balance pass on month 6, which means whatever problems they launch with are probably going to be, like, the main structural issues for a very, very long time, because they don't really do, like in WoW, if something's exceptionally broken, they'll probably just hotfix it each week, but ANET doesn't really do that. They do, like, every 3 months, we change this, and this, which is a pretty lukewarm structure, but, you know, you work with what you're given. So, I kind of wanted to talk about what I think will probably happen. And so, I think once people catch on to how powerful Ritualist actually is, hey, there's a scrap right now, is that Ritualist is probably going to get nerfed. Oh, fucking speaking of, time to get my ass clapped. Hang on, I missed a spear. Alright. Let me just show you what I mean. Wanderlust, block his fucking anguish that he's gonna drop on me in a second. Oh, I shield blocked half of it, died immediately. Alright, cool, say less. Shield block, immediately trigger. Endure, take the whole burst to the face. He ports out, dodge that. I have no healing left, so I'm just gonna fall over in a second. Dodge the anguish, dodge the wanderlust, die to anguish. So yeah, when people catch on to how broken this spec is, they're definitely going to buff it. It's probably what's gonna happen. Because everybody, if we're going off of community perception, and they balance literally based on Reddit, people are saying that Ritualist doesn't do enough damage, even though I just got fucking ass minced. So they're gonna buff Ritualist, because people say it doesn't do enough damage in PvE. They're not going to retroactively reduce it in World vs. World in PvP, so Ritualist will become the top spec in the game. And then Paragon will probably get reworked in some semblance, because people say that Paragon is kind of underwhelming. They will most likely put the wings on something else. If we get lucky, they change the utilities to not suck complete donkey balls. If we're lucky, they buff We Will Never Yield into a usable skill that's worth picking. I highly doubt it, though. What probably happens is they nerf Bunker Paragon and then spit in our face and tell us to pay for it. Most likely Chant 2 is going to get nerfed, and they're going to say, apologize for existing. And then Ritualist will probably get buffed. Evoker will probably get fully reworked, because people are bitching about it enough on Reddit as the fact that it's a shit spec that even though it feels functionally fine to play, it'll probably get completely overhauled into something entirely different. You know what? You're a Ritualist player. You deserve to get third-partied. He'll probably kill us both anyway, so... he fucking teleported. Where'd he go? Antiquary is gonna get deleted, I assume. And then... Come on, boys. We need to drop him, or else we're not gonna be able to get anything anymore. He full heals. Balance stance. Arcing Slice misses by a fucking absolute hair. He goes back into Shroud. I dodge the entire anguish, fall off the cliff, and... we need to insta-stomp him before his teammate rallies him. Goodbye. You literally have to +1 a Ritualist, so you can't kill the guy. What else? Gale Shot will... if we're lucky, Gale Shot gets changed into a spec that does a... it becomes like Untamed, where you press the button and you'll augment your bow with wind magic, and then it will, like, upgrade the longbow into something entirely different. Hell, you could literally remove the Cyclone Bow as a mechanic and have it be a bar replacing wind effect on your current longbow, and everybody would be happier. literally everybody would be happier, because then your legendary effects on your bow still affect the new skills. The mechanic isn't as dog shit. The Cyclone bow that looks like absolute turbo ass isn't used. You still keep all of the utilities, you don't have to rework anything. Hopefully they lower Hawkeye's, like, aerial verticality so it actually goes through Mistral. Antiquary, like I said, probably gets fucking turbo changed and overhauled because it's just, it's shit. It's just complete shit. Luminary is going to go through a fucking major rework. Because the amount of complaints people are having about Luminary is that it's absolute dog shit. It is absolute dog shit. Amalgam gets nerfed, I'm assuming, because everybody's saying Amalgam's crazy, I'm saying Amalgam's crazy, Amalgams are saying Amalgam's crazy, and now I get to die as a result, and then he's gonna +1 with his friend, so, you know, I'm just gonna fucking run. I don't take Ritualist fights in this house. Goodbye. I'm gonna get turbo chased. Yeah. Exactly. That's kind of what I expected to have happen. Trying to think what else even is there. Yeah, so Evoker gets reworked because of Elementalist outcry on Reddit. Luminary gets overhauled because it's absolute dog shit and should be shot behind the barn. Paragon gets Chant 2 nerfed and then they spit in our face. And then Ritualist gets buffed because people say it's not good enough, even though it's Sleeper OP. And then once they realize it's Sleeper OP, Core Necro gets nerfed as a go fuck yourself, and Ritualist stays as overpowered as humanly possible. How am I doing, Guild Wars 2 players? Everyone who's seen an ANS balancing structure, I think we can all agree I'm pretty close. Troubadour will have 2 good builds. The one with Distortion will get removed after it bypasses 7 raid mechanics and is required to bring to the team. 10 engineers will kill raid bosses and post it on Reddit, getting Amalgam nerfed. And then, like I said, yeah, Antiquary gets deleted, if we're lucky. And then, what are the other classes? Yeah, like I said, Troubadour gets Distortion fucking removed. Revenant. Every Revenant main says they hate Conduit, so I have no idea what to do about Conduit. I couldn't fucking tell you. I liked it, so I guess I'm an outlier. But every Revenant main says it's dog shit, so what can you do? Don't know what you do there. No fucking idea. Don't play enough Revenant to have an opinion. And then, yeah, if we're lucky, Gale Shot becomes like a bow enhancer. I think. I highly doubt any of that happens. What probably happens is, like I said, they nerf everything good. Buff Ritualist, rework Evoker, and then whatever they decide to slap on release has not been tested by anyone. Is completely broken for 6 months. And then maybe like month 8 we get a balance pass where they try and fix their problems and then create new ones. I think it's probably what happens, honestly.